Hey, shalom everybody. I'm in Abu Ghosh. Noam and I actually used to live here for 6 months. It's a peaceful Arab village that is in peace with Israel. It's one of my favorite places, and one of my favorite places, of course, is a restaurant, Norora. But I want to tell you something. I titled this video as Moses and the Rock, and I want you to listen to, I call it the backside of the burning bush. We that came to know the Lord through the church or through an evangelist, sometimes we need to step back into the backside to get the root and the foundation of our faith, to understand in Numbers 20 when Moses hit the rock. Now they're in the desert of Zin, okay? And all of a sudden they decided, okay, there's no water, they're angry, they're mad, and of course they're mad at Moses. Why did you take us out of Egypt when we had all this? And I can imagine what Moses felt like. I mean, what he's gone through, and then to have the people complain when God had provided every need for them. Every need. Showed them the power of who he was. But it's not like I haven't murmured, and not like I haven't complained. So when Moses got really mad, he said, okay, that's it, you rebels. And God said to him, speak to the rock, take your staff is the word, take your staff and speak to the rock, and water will come gushing out. What did Moses do? Now most preachers I know, and most teachers, if they don't know the backside of the burning bush, they're not going to get this. But Moses was a shepherd, remember? He was a shepherd. So he knew all the ins and outs of the desert. And a good shepherd, when he takes his sheep or his goats, if there is a large rock, there means that there is a fissure. I think it's called a fissure. And it means that there's a crevice in the rock where it holds the water. And a smart shepherd knows that if he strikes it just right, the water will come gushing out. Well, Moses in his anger forgot that all the provision that God was the provider, not him, but that God was the provider. And so when he struck the rock twice, of course, God Almighty said, why did you do this? You shouldn't have done this. But water came forth from the rock because Moses used his own strength, his own ability, and his own wisdom. He did not rely by speaking to the rock, the word, you speak the word, you speak the word. Moses, I'm sure, learned a great lesson that even in your anger, you can say things that are not holy unto the Lord. And the Lord said, the waters of Meribah, this is where he proved himself to his people that he is faithful to everything that they need. That's what I wanted to share with you. We need to follow that example of speaking and not leaning on our own ability, our own talents, our own self-will to get something done. We need to rely on the Spirit of God to show us how to move and how to walk in the land and out there in the nations. So May 4th through the 15th, Noam and I are going to bring a tour in. Noam has to go in and out because of work, but it's not like I haven't brought in umpteen tours. This is what you're going to get on our tour. You're not going to get, I don't want to say this derogatory, you're going to get the foundation and the root system. You're going to get the sap of what does that mean? Why did Yeshua wait for 4 days? A lot of people don't understand that. You're going to get all of that, and that's how I teach since 1991. So there's a few spots left. I believe I want to take a small group in. It becomes a family in the spirit where we can pray for one another, walk with one another, ask questions. And I have one of the best tour guides there is. So May 4th through the 15th, and by the way, the price is unbelievable. Why? Because I know what I'm doing and because I've done this for years. So if you're interested, private message me, or even just put on a message below this video, hey, I want to know more, and we'll send you the itinerary and take you to our site, declaringzioninternational.org. So remember, We don't walk in anger. We rely on Him and we speak His word and He performs it for us. Shalom from Abu Ghosh.